Well, guys,
Well.
that was not too fun. But hey, you know what? Lots to discuss here today. So, guys, let's get into it.
Let's go.
I'm Deion Henley. You watching the Boat Bros podcast? Let's do it!
Okay, guys. So, yes, just throw questions out. We're just going to go after reactions at this moment. We just didn't want to put slides together. We just figured, hey, let's just have a conversation. We were there at the game.
Yep.
So let's have your conversations with us, and we'll go from there. Okay?
Yeah,
So,
no doubt.
Season's over. This blows. Yes, it does. Yes. And I would say for the most part, the season's over. I mean, there's really no way. What's up, Goomba? How we doing? And the defense looks solid. And guys, I will say this is exactly how I think we should have been playing all season. More press man, a little more physical at the line. At least they did it the last game of the season that really matters, at least to this point. And so here's the Chargers, statistically speaking. Obviously, this is not a winning game for us. 4-7 is not favorable. 1 touchdown, guys. That's pretty bad. Look, team stats, 279 yards, 361 total yards given up to the Ravens. Passing, rushing's right around. Well, I think the rushing's actually a little bit higher now. So, yeah, they did pretty well. Passing, clearly Lamar didn't do great. First downs, not too bad. I mean, we're okay there. Actually, we're pretty good on third down. I was kind of surprised when I saw the statistical. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, a little stunned.
1 and 3 total plays, 66. Punts, penalties, but guys, fumbles, losses is at 3.
Yeah.
And interceptions thrown.
Can't do that.
Can't do that, guys, and win games. Can't do that.
The one thing I'm going to say about like the whole stats here, I mean, they had 361 yards total offense on us. I mean, this is a team that statistically probably could have thrown, 500 yards, or at least had 500 yards of total offense on us. Now, 361 is not really great, but it's not bad. It's under our average that we've been giving all year. So there's kind of like a side of it that you like, I don't know, maybe I'm just trying to look at like the positive of everything on this. And defense looked fine. Offense looked like crap. And like the whole thing about it is this whole season is that we just do not play complementary based football.
Yeah.
Period.
Yep.
Yeah. One side does great, the other side sucks. And we've only had 2 games where we played complementary football and it's against the Jets and the Bears. I mean, 2 pretty bad teams right now, guys. And it's frustrating to watch. And I mean, I'm a positive dude on all this. And you can say you got 7 more games to go play or whatnot. Like, yeah, you could go out there. 6 more games to play. 6 more games to play. You could go out there and you could find a way to get to 10-7, but realistically, this team's not going to play complementary based football. So you're going to lose having a great offense playing, or you're going to have a terrible defense playing when the offense is playing good, and vice versa. Like, you're not going to find a way to be able to win it if you're not going to play balance based football.
Yeah.
So it's just realistically, this is the season's done. Like, you can't do anything from this point.
Yeah. Well, you could win out, but that's about it. That's not going to happen
based upon like the style of football we're playing.
It's not realistic.
Right.
Yeah, right. But again, I was going to do a video on, how to fix a defense, and that's just blitz more and play more man coverage. Well, I think we played man coverage this game, but we didn't blitz a lot, right? So it's not complementary football. And again, I'm in favor of kind of a clean slate. Just wiping everybody out, man. Keeping Herbert, keeping some of the, all the offensive line, and just wipe it. I mean, Eckler looks like garbage, dude. I'm glad we didn't give that guy a bigger contract. I mean, my God, absolutely horrible, folks. So, yeah, I mean, not a lot of positive here, but again, the defense looked better. It did. It definitely did. It finally. I mean, that's how they should have been playing all season, in my opinion. Again,
100%.
So, I mean, let's look at player stats.
I like what Goomba said in there just now. That Moore did not put up a good case about the bid for.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Yeah.
Good call.
I mean,
great call. Great call.
We've had a lot of these games where it's like they just offensively cannot get it going, and people talking about Kellen Moore being the dude. Like, I know we hired him for a reason, but like you get games like this where you just completely stink it up and you just can't figure it out, dude. Like, a good coach can understand a way to be able to get players to play better than their skill level. And dude, you look at that Keenan Allen with 14 catches, 106, and then the next guy is 10 catches less than Keenan Allen. It's like very unbalanced at this point. And I joked about this game saying that Quentin Johnston's going to get about the same amount of catches as his number on his chest. And he did get one catch.
Sure did.
Yep.
That's like, oh my gosh.
Number one.
Here we go.
Catch.
Here we go.
Oh, man. Okay, you're trying to get into that conversation early. Like that's that Zay Flowers versus Quentin Johnston conversation. Oh my goodness.
That's just like dude. I mean, and I brought up the whole thing about what Zay Flowers done so far, as statistically, I think he's 53 something catches or whatnot. Jordan Addison, he's got 60 something catches, 7 touchdowns, almost 700 yards already.
Right.
Like, you start looking at this thing and you're like, guys, like, I understand it's like Telesco wants to be able to find a way to be able to get a certain height of a player or whatnot. Dude, I get it, but like, you have to just go out there and get a guy that you know is going to be solid for you as a first round pick. And dude, go back to when we went through the draft and like all of our faces after we got Quentin Johnston.
Yep.
Like, we were so confused. And like, then you started breaking it down. You're like, oh, it makes sense as a Telesco pick. Now, I mean, I'm not trying to bag the guy or anything and call him out like he's not going to be coming back. Joey Bosa, dude, always chilling. Is he eating a blizzard, by the way?
Yeah, Minute Maid lemon.
Sorry, I don't even know if we're showing this on the screen.
Or we're not showing it yet, guys.
That's hilarious. But that video of Joey Bosa just chilling there, just hanging out, dude, and he's just eating a blizzard or icy or something like that. That is hilarious.
Just hanging around. All right, guys, we're gonna hit play.
Just chilling.
$30 million we're paying this guy, guys. $30 million.
He's eating some Raisin Bran. That's straight Raisin Bran.
Or whatever.
Raisin Bran.
Yeah, dude.
Good God, guys. Good God.
He's got Raisin Bran right there.
I got no problem with Raisin Bran.
It's got enough fiber.
Yeah, that's fantastic. But either way, what the one thing is, though, like with draft picks, we're choosing people that just don't seem to work, and that's frustrating. Even to say like Zion Johnson from last year, like, you kind of feel like was that kind of a little bit of a reach. Do you feel like Zion Johnson's really been that dude for us? Like, like even to say with Zay Flowers and not choosing Zay Flowers when you got a guy like Zion Johnson that played with him in Boston College. Hey, ask some questions about Zay Flowers. See how he is as a person. You figure out from that. Like, I could go on about this for a while, guys, but it's frustrating.
They were a little bit. Yeah, they did say that after the third 3 and out or whatever. I mean, you're just stupid, and it's interesting, man. We have the actual video. We might want to. Matt got 13 sacks. He's looking absolutely amazing. Here we go. This is good. Is it me or the team has been done playing under Staley? Your thoughts? Look, I think we should have been playing defense like this the entire season. I don't understand. Here's the thing. The NFL is a copycat league, period. Vic Fangio's defense is done. It's not, people know how to beat it, right? Look at Miami, look at, obviously the Chargers, but Brandon said it also was calling horrible third down plays. Yeah. But again, this game, he actually played more press, played more aggressive. So we did fine. Yeah. So I think there's a lot happening. And Kyle, this is a great point. Kyle's sitting right here. Yeah. Williams, Bosa, Eckler, maybe even Derwin James, I think. Derwin James has not played great.
Yeah.
Mike Davis has looked really bad. And the one thing I will say about Staley too, Staley has this attitude of players he wants to collect. That's that's kind of what I view. Like, oh, J.C. Jackson's amazing. Well, he came and was a total bust. Khalil Mack has been good. Kendricks, you could argue Kendricks hasn't been that great. He's been okay.
Yeah.
But Deion Henley probably, would do just about as good, if not better.
Yeah.
Well, we think that, right?
Yeah,
we don't really know, but Derwin's looking really bad. And again, you're exactly right, guys. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
But man, it's just, there's so much to say. And again, at least they did what I think they should have been doing all seasons, playing more press, a little more close to the line, a little more physical. But it's a little too late.
Yeah, it's a little too late.
It's too late, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, you should have done that against the Packers. You should have been doing that all season.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I was gonna say one thing about Mac too, man. It's like he's a half sack away from being the leader or tied for the lead for sacks this year. That is insane. Like for a guy that's like 32 out there balling like that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, it's unbelievable to see what this guy's doing right now. I mean, Raisin Brand Bosa over here, dude. That is such a funny picture.
That is hilarious.
But it's like, guys, like we have guys out there. Technically, right now, you could say our three most consistent players right now are Khalil Mack.
Oh.
I mean, even to say there's times where I could say that like Justin Herbert could be that guy, but sometimes I don't see that. And then, it's unfortunately Dicker is kind of our other consistent player as a team. So it's frustrating to see guys like
MVP of the team is Dicker.
Dicker, dude, he hasn't missed a field goal all season. I mean, it's crazy. But either way, man, like I'm frustrated to see all this, guys. Like I'm really frustrated. It's underachieving talent all around, and it's bad.
It really is. And again, I was even saying this also in my mind, right? Like, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. I cannot understand why Brandon Staley continues to do the same type of defensive play, especially on short yardage plays. Right? He actually did a better job this game.
Yeah.
We did much better on third down defense, but we should be doing it all season.
Yeah.
So Fresh Prince. So it's a good question, right? I think there's a lot to be said about all of this, right? I think you keep Mack, you keep Herbert. I think you keep as many players as you possibly can, but you start fire selling people.
You got to keep Allen. Like, I think you have to just keep him just for who he is. Like, and I mean, he's such a safety blanket for Herbert. I mean, as you can see, 14 catches. I mean, he's definitely a safety blanket right now for him. So, and Barnaby, by the way,
Barnaby, good. Yeah, good to see you.
I saw that you said nice sweatshirt, James. Hey, this was the dub today.
This was the dub.
The
one dub, dude.
The one dub, dude. SoFi exclusive right here. I was like, yep. I saw it at the Bears game last time, and I kept thinking about it. I was like, all right, man, I gotta buy that sweater. So this was the dub.
He wasn't able to sleep, for weeks trying to think about that sweater.
Cold sweat, dude. I was waking up to cold sweats midnight, dude. It was terrible.
Well, again, you probably could get again, you got Everett too, right? Do we want to keep Everett? I mean, I kind of feel like man, it's so weird. There's almost so many things to say.
Well, there's a lot.
There's so much to say.
If you start going and saying like in the offseason, you start trading off players for like picks, like second round, third round, fourth round, you could start looking at a lot of things of like, okay, like where's Isaiah Spiller? Like, is he even going to be our guy at all? Like,
what's this mysterious illness? Like what's happening with
JT Woods? Like, is that what is going on there? Like, there's just like mess with like players that you're just like, dude, you could have got Amon St. Brown instead of going for Trey McKitty kind of thing. Like, obviously hindsight's 2020. You don't know that, Amon St. Brown is going to be that dude. Like, but like at the same side, like if we start trading off players for a bunch of different picks, we're going to have to really stack a lot of position now. Running back, probably O-line, probably tight end, probably safety, possibly linebackers for sure. Like there's a lot of things that we need to shift around on this team. I mean, really dropping a lot of salary next season is going to be a big thing.
Yeah.
For us.
Yeah. You need to. I mean, and you need to get picks. You need to get younger faster, and it is what it is. But again, the real question is Staley going to be our coach next season? Look, if the Spanoses are serious, I think the answer should be no. But you never know, right? By the way, this was annoying to me as well too. 3rd and 6, and you throw a slant to Eckler.
Yeah.
I saw that. I was like, wow, was that a bad call on Herbert or just a bad call?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I couldn't quite tell.
Yeah.
And I thought, my God, like, why would you throw? And Eckler's been awful this year to me.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
Guys, he was running 13 miles per hour. I probably can run 13 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Actually, probably not. Okay, let's just
I guarantee you could, man. You know, like, I bet you
gotta warm up. Gotta warm up. You know what I mean?
You probably could.
Well, you just don't be like that one guy who's over his 40s, who's running down the field and just like pull a hammy like right there behind everybody.
Yeah. Well, okay. So a good question, guys. In the chat, do you guys think that that Staley gets fired this week? I'm going to say this: if he does, I'll say no. But I will say if he does, it would be an announcement by the Spanos family. We want to see what Kellen Moore can do as the head coach.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get fired, then he'll get fired by the end of the season, as soon as it's over with. And but that's like a wash. Like, what's the point of that? Right. So my view is you fire him and at least see what he's got. Right. Is even Derek Ainsley the guy? Right. Because let's keep some consistency with this team. Right. Because anyways, that's my take. Right, what are your thoughts?
Nah, he's not gonna get let go.
No,
they're gonna keep this. They're gonna keep this pain for the rest of the season. Like that's purely what's gonna happen.
This pain.
It's pain. Like it's pain.
It's pain.
I mean,
I have a hemorrhoid, and his name is Brandon Staley. I have named it. It's disgusting.
I have a brain tumor, and its face is Brandon Staley. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, guys, we got to recognize what facts are facts. Is that this is the Spanos family? They're not going to make this kind of move.
No doubt. I mean, they want their money to be worked. They want their money to be not just thrown in the wind and fire guys to fire a guy. They want that money still working for them.
Yeah.
And that's the way that they've always done it. Like I remember, ironically, we're playing against the Patriots next week. But when Anthony Lynn, his last season with the Chargers, he ended up getting fired after getting blown out by the Patriots. I think it was 45-0 against Cam Newton or something like that. And he was told after that game, hey, you're going to get let go. Now, it'd be ironic if Brandon Staley plays next week and we should not lose to the Patriots next week.
Yep.
It should be no chance that we lose to the Patriots next week. But let's say we go out there and we get smoked like 31-3 or 7 or something stupid like that. That could be the time where they say, hey, man, that's it, dude. You're going to be done by the end of the season.
Right.
Like, that could totally be it.
So I get frustrated because I feel like the Brandon Staley picks and also the Tom Telesco picks clearly aren't working out. At least they're not playing him, right? I'd like to see Deion Henley out there, right?
I would love to see him out there.
But because he's better in coverage than Kendricks by
way
far,
faster,
right? So
way faster.
I mean,
he's more hungry for a win.
Yeah,
way more.
And throw your thoughts out, guys. We'll try and get to him as much as possible. I know there's a lot coming through. Like Brandon needs to show some piss off emotion. Couldn't get the team motivated enough to win. I agreed.
So to that point, I felt like being in that stadium, it was just low energy. People did not seem to care. Team didn't seem excited about anything. There was not really much emotion, and there's not any responsibility for bad plays. It was just kind of like, well, I'm going out there to go play some football and we'll see how it goes kind of thing. Oh, it didn't go well. Okay, let's go back to the sideline and just it just really just doesn't feel like they're a motivated team by
going through the
means.
motions.
Just going through the motions. Like it's like when you go to a job and you're just like, man, I got 8 hours of this job today. Like, oof, yeah, I'm trying to find a way to get through this 8 hours someday. That's like kind of how it feels.
Yeah.
It's like they just want to just get through the game and then go home and eat some burgers or something.
Man, I just really hate the concept of just wasting the season now at this point, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just garbage, dude. And again, look, I think the deal breaker for me with Telesco and Staley is J.C. Jackson. Guys, that's an $83 million mistake.
Yeah.
On both of them. And again, you have to ask the question, well, was it more Staley that wanted him or was it more Tom Telesco? I would assume Staley wanted him and said, you go make it happen, get it done.
Right.
Well, he negotiated a contract that cost the Chargers. We all as human beings in our jobs have ramifications for making mistakes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, we all do it. We all make mistakes, but oh my God.
Yeah.
He knew what he was getting into. He knew the stress he was getting.
Right.
And I'm sorry, it didn't work out.
And that's the crazy thing to me is that, he has a lot of that money is guaranteed.
Yes.
Like, I don't understand the concept of guaranteed money, especially if you don't show up and play, not even for the team that he got traded for. He's not even playing for the Patriots. He's benched over there as well, and so he's still getting paid from us. That makes no sense.
Yep.
Yeah, 4th home loss of the season. Terrible. Yep. And again, those penalties were pretty bad. There was a couple there. In fact, that late hit one was ridiculous because that would have been a touchdown most likely.
That was. I mean, we had a good opening drive.
Here we go. All right. Oh, here we go.
There's here.
2024 staff. Andrew, new GM. Yeah, James. You're gonna be the head coach.
Let's go.
Kyle, the new DC.
All right.
Bro, I'm really good at Madden.
I'm rushing.
I'm really good at Madden.
I'm rushing.
All blitz. Let's go, baby.
I'm rushing 7 every single time.
We're gonna kill it.
Yep. It's like I'm using goal line defense every single thing.
I mean, the thing about it is how Aether's over there talking about how was the night, and the thing about it is I came into this game saying we're probably gonna get destroyed. And I didn't really come in with high expectations in this game.
We didn't get destroyed.
And that's a positive, but you know what? You're doing it too late. That's this, like I said, this team could have put 500 yards on us, easily.
Yeah.
And we played pretty good.
But see, my argument though is we should have played this way all season.
100%.
We could have beat the Fudge Packers. We should have beat, especially the stupid Texans, man. Or not Texans, Titans.
Yeah,
Titans, dude. Come on, dude.
That game.
Good God, dude. Guys, come on.
Oh, Tannehill's not even playing on that team anymore. His career is pretty much done.
Yeah, Tannehill, he's gone.
Yeah, he's toast.
Yeah. So again, okay. Throw your question out, Aether as well. Just toss it out there. Yeah, I agree. I think more needs to get a shot, and I think we should let go of at this point. Let's go. Yeah. Here's the thing. We were just gonna say, guys. You guys know that John Spanos and Telesco are they're like homies, dude.
Yeah,
they're straight up homies, dude. So you were saying he's the water. Tom Telesco's the water cooler guy.
Yeah.
So tell everyone what you're saying.
So I always feel like Tom Telesco would be that guy that when he sees John Spanos show up at the water cooler and whatnot. And then
he goes, did you watch that cool game, dude?
Hey, man, you're looking good. Your hair's looking good. Hey, man, everything's great. Oh, man. John Spanos basically says some sort of joke. Great joke, buddy. Yeah. Yep. He just wants to be that dude to make him feel good. It's I don't want to rattle no cages or anything. Yep. I don't want to say something weird. I just want to be that yes man kind of guy and that water cooler guy that just wants to be the cool guy in the office. And look, there's a business at some point. You got a multiple billion-dollar based team here.
Yep.
You got to make the right decision to make this team get to the next level. And besides friendships and everything, you got to make that change. I mean, you could put Tom Telesco in a different position if you wanted to keep him there as a buddy type thing. But he just shouldn't be that GM guy.
Yeah, and bottom line, folks, at the end of the day, it's a bad investment. You got to cut your losses at some point. And you got a stud quarterback in Herbert that you are building a franchise. You're paying the man $256 million, something like that.
Stupid. Yeah.
Okay, so no matter what you don't want him saying is, I want to be traded.
Yep.
Oh,
then you're screwed, right?
Yeah,
so here's my point. You got to keep him happy, right? So look, you got to make a tough decision, right? And he's got to move on.
Well, that last comment that popped up about that fourth quarter situation. So how many games this year have we had fourth quarters, late game situations that we could try to find a way to get a way to win the game through a drive or whatnot?
Perfect. That's good.
It's always our drives end the same exact way with a fourth down situation.
Right.
Oh, Herbert gets sacked. It's bad coverage situations for a fourth down situation. Just to go right from the get-go with the Dolphins game, it was an absolute mess in 4 plays for us.
Yep.
It ended exactly the same way. We're not putting players in winning based situations. We're putting almost like Justin Herbert on an island at some point.
Yep.
Hey, go out there and do it, buddy. Go out there and have a great time. We paid you all that money. Figure it out, dude.
There you go.
I mean,
everyone's going to blame you for my defense being garbage. Guys, 30th ranked defense for 3 years.
I mean,
terrible,
guys.
It's
just hard to watch, man. Okay, let's give an example of the Chiefs Raiders game today.
Yep.
14-0, they were up, and that could easily, the wheels could have fell off on that game, right? Well, what did the Chiefs do? They found a way to get to 14 in the middle or by the half. All right, now it's a 0-0 game essentially at this point.
Yep.
Well, they held them to basically 14 points, and then they ended up scoring up to 31 points. And you need to be able to adjust according to what the game is going on. And I feel like sometimes with Kellen Moore, it's like, oh, run the ball up the gut, get 2 yards. Oh, second down, do it again. And it's like you're putting in a 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7 situation. It's like, gosh, I mean, I could go on rants right now if you want to.
But, you are ranting right now, too. And that's really fine. You're definitely ranting.
It's good.
Yeah, but that's fine. Look, guys, at the end of the day, when you have O-line leaking, again, use 3 stops.
Yeah.
It's bad, dude. And again, it is what it is, right? Justin Tucker missed one, which is crazy.
Yeah. That was Vegas.
Yeah. We were like, Vegas, here you go. It's a Vegas call.
Yeah, we totally talked about that. Yeah. It's a Vegas call. Yeah.
Spread. Yep.
3-point spread. Vegas gets involved.
That motherfucker. That dude don't miss, man. So, like, and to see him miss a 44, dude.
Yeah.
That's Vegas, bro.
I don't know if we tipped the ball or something like that, but
I think we did.
It was. I mean, we had a pretty good push. That was probably one of the best pushes I've seen from the Chargers since Drew Tranquil back in like 20. We were in the soccer stadium when we ended up. I think he ended up having a block kick or something like that.
Yeah.
But either way.
Well, again, they have to protect Justin Herbert, right? Yeah. Bottom line, like at some point, the insanity has to stop.
Oh, here you go. Yeah, 10-7. Let's go. Positivity, baby.
I love it.
I mean, it's possible. It's
totally possible.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah. It's probably like a 5% chance, but there's still a chance.
I mean, if you really look at the way like the teams that are in front of us right now in the playoffs, the Colts are the only team, and the Broncos are the only team that won in front of us. The Bills lost. The Raiders lost. What's the other teams that are in front of us? I think that's about it. But either which way, I mean, like you have a potential there, and you do play the Broncos twice.
And the Broncos are playing pretty damn good.
Broncos are. I mean, once again, you pay for a coach that knows how to coach, right?
Yeah.
And that's what you get. You get a better product. Like simple as that. Like, we were chatting about the whole Belichick thing too. Like, what up, churros?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, we're the minions actually.
Yeah, we're the minions, bro.
Jeez, Louise, Bolt City minions over here. Yeah. Johnny.
Yeah.
Johnny, I love it, dude. It's over.
That's right, dude.
Eckler's a fumble machine, guys. Unbelievable. And then
I think he just doesn't care. I think he just doesn't care anymore. I think he realized, I can't make those incentives anymore. I ain't gonna get to that point. Like, on to the next team or whatnot. I'm ready to move on.
Yeah. Let's just bench Eckler then. This is bench him. Put him on IR. Just say it's a mysterious illness.
Where is Isaiah Spiller? Like, where's Dotson? Like, where are any of these guys? Like, I mean, where's our run game? Screw that. Where's our run game? Right. Like, it's like Justin Herbert has to be the run game right now. I mean, he almost ran one to the house, dude. Right. Like, it was just a dang shoelace tackle at that point.
Yeah, something's inherently wrong. And again, I do worry about that as well too. Again, my concern would be, guys, what if he decides, hey man, I want to leave the Chargers. I'm done. Trade me, whatever. Well, we'd be in real trouble then, again. So
if he says that, that's a gut punch.
Yep.
Like,
James, my love.
Please stop being insane, my baby. Yeah, we hope we don't lose 10 games. Season is over. Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is, like, if we do get a top 10 pick, that's a good thing. Just don't screw it up. Now, who's the GM? If it's Bill Belichick, we're probably going to screw it up.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Belichick's a bad GM if he's going to be the GM too.
Yeah. So, this is great. I'm excited for the team next year. Completely top 10 pick. Yep. Well,
yeah.
I mean, if it's Bill Belichick, he'll probably trade back, and yes, there was some chanting, fire Staley.
Yeah. There was booze too. There was like, and the thing about it is, like, even pregame, we were chatting with some fans. They were saying, hey, look, like, if the defense gives up a opening drive touchdown immediately, we're going to boo them. And, look, Chargers fans need to be verbal right now.
Yep.
And like what Brandon Staley said last week, I'm not talking to the fans about any of this type of stuff. Like, he's basically negating the fans, and he doesn't care to hear from the fans.
Yeah,
like, that's pretty jacked up. Like,
it's pretty jacked up.
I mean, you want to hear from the fans, we'll boo you, kind of thing. Like,
boo you.
Yeah, I'll boo you, sucker.
What happened to the Bolts' rush attack after the super performance in Week 1 versus the Dolphins? Yeah,
just disappeared.
Well, I mean, we got 2 sacks today. They got 2 sacks.
Well, I mean, I think it was rushing.
Rushing,
running backs.
Well, you got to remember those 2 Vic Fangio defenses, light boxes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Vic Fangio was the one that did it,
Yeah.
Again, interesting to see what happens with that. Oh boy. Yeah. I think Telesco's had enough time with this team.
Yeah.
See that to me, I kind of feel like, hey, look, it's over. Like it's time for you to go.
You can't have that GM for the 4th head coach.
Yeah. And again, it's baffling that we're this bad. It is baffling to me.
100%.
I would have never thought we'd be this bad. Like there's just no way.
Yep.
And how, again, I really think it's more the defense than the offense any day of the week,
Dude, Michael's comments right there. Situational football is Belichick's ID.
Yep.
That's 100% like the whole thing that if Belichick comes over here, he's a guy that understands players and how to be able to get the best out of a player. And I think to really motivate a team. Now, I think right now he's checked out on the Patriots.
Yeah, definitely.
I think he's ready to get out.
Well, because, he's got no quarterback.
He's got nothing.
Mm-hmm. He's got nothing there.
He put in Bailey Zappi for the second half, and then he put in Mac Jones, who had currently on the 3rd on the depth chart from last week to start. They're playing some college game over there. Like he's almost like, hey, I don't care about this team. I'm going to let him.
All right, well, yeah, you want to play? Okay, full. Sure, go ahead. You play. You play
yeah.
a little bit.
I mean, he might throw the ball boy in there at some point, dude. For all I know, man. Dang.
Oh, you're saying I should go apply over there then? Huh?
Oh, I'm in. Let's go.
Yeah,
let's go. Next week they're playing against the Chargers.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
let's go.
We're in.
Yeah, let's go.
Defensive line, O-line. Yeah. I'll be honest, man. I don't know. It's so weird because I feel like today was exactly how we should play every single game. Like the defensive scheme minus blitzing, I think they should have blitzed more. We're exactly right. I think they were fine. But man, the offense could not get anything going. I think Quinton going down was bad. I mean, I wish we could have kept Palmer having Palmer out was horrible. Williams was another big part of the problem, right? And again, you're right, we just played soft. We played harder than we normally do. Yeah. Again, we took a blue chew at least. So we're not totally like this. We're a little bit like this.
Kind of a little chubby.
We're kind of getting that. Yeah.
Chubby.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. Stay ready. So, all right. Okay. Who's everyone's pick for head coach at this point? Man, it's hard for me to know. I feel like, to be fair, I would rather it be a offensive coordinator at this point, just because you've already invested so much in Herbert. Who's the offensive genius you're going to bring around? Yeah. I would say probably someone like Ben Johnson. That's who I would say. Or, I mean, see what Moore can do, right? I mean, he's already here. I would at least, because bottom line, Staley's not getting it done. Clearly, it's just done, dude.
So a lot of money that's invested in what he was here for.
Yes.
And he's
100%.
not got any better at all.
Yep.
And so I don't know. I mean, you could even throw out like a Frank Wright, who was obviously with the Chargers some years ago as a potential offensive coordinator type situation. I mean, I thought if you wanted to really say Kellen Moore, I'm a little unsure about Kellen Moore, in my opinion, because I mean, there's too many games where it's just like bad game plans, not executing. Obviously, you can't blame him specifically for the fumbles. That's not a design plan by any means.
Yeah.
But I have a really hard time kind of thinking about Kellen Moore being any better, in my opinion. But,
yeah, he should be eligible this week.
Yeah. So Josh Palmer should be back. Yeah.
Who's your pick, Kyle?
I think probably the Chargers community is going to be kind of pissed about this one, but I kind of like Dan Quinn as our head coach. It'd be fitting for us. Since we're the Atlanta Falcons of the West as well. So. Hey, why not? Maybe he learned his lesson. He's defensive coordinator for the Cowboys right now. Kellen Moore can stay. We can keep things going there. Then we'll become Cowboys West. Let's make that happen. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Cowboys they look pretty freaking good, guys. I mean, yeah.
The thing about Dan Quinn, like I'd have to look a little bit more in his defensive scheme, but he initially came from the Seahawks. which I think also Gus Bradley came obviously from the Seahawks. So you're kind of getting the same type of scheme of what Gus Bradley did too. So like if you're going to get that Legion of Boom kind of situation.
Please don't tell me that.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I think they're going to keep their guy, man.
I think they might
keep I think they're going to keep Pierce, man.
Yeah.
I think they're going to keep him.
That would be smart.
But, you know, at the same side, like I do get kind of a fearful thing of, you know, Dan Quinn coming over here and going from essentially the Falcons where he was a head coach. And we know the Falcons blow it just as much as the Chargers do.
Yeah, they do.
So we're very similar teams.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
And that was Marty Schottenheimer, guys. Man, Marty Schottenheimer getting fired would just piss me off, dude.
Marty was a motivator, man.
Yeah, he
and
was.
He got always the best out of all his players, man. And like Wade Phillips was a great defensive coordinator for us during that time too.
Yep.
And it was just, man, oh man. I mean, we need a leader. That, you know, the fortunate thing, like I think a lot of people kind of forget that, like Marty didn't get us to an AFC championship game. It was actually Norm Turner that got us there.
Yeah.
And that's kind of an odd thought too. But like it was kind of a little bit later on after, like, you know, Philip Rivers kind of understood the position a little bit better. Yeah. But he got him at a point where he could have done well for us.
Good job, Jason. They should hire Ron Burgundy. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Aether's insistent that it's going to be more, or Harbaugh. He's willing to bet
I would love
$1,000.
to say Harbaugh. I'd love to say Harbaugh. And the reason why I'm saying Harbaugh is because there's talks about him getting suspended next season.
Yeah, next season as well.
And I'm sure this is exactly what happened to Pete Carroll basically at USC. And he's like, screw it, I'm jumping to the NFL.
Right.
Like if the Chargers actually did have conversations with him earlier this year, say, hey man, like if you're going to come over, we'll pay you X amount of money. What if they pay him $10 million or even $8 million? Maybe you could even get some sort of level at that point where you could kind of, you know, balance it out versus like you have to deal with all the college crap that's happening there. Just get him over here. Like Jim Harbaugh, I think would be phenomenal. If it's not us, it'll probably be the Raiders. And then you got to think now you got 3 really good head coaches in the AFC West. We're not going to be competitive at that point.
Yeah. At that point, it's kind of like you make a business decision to not be competitive. Just save 100%. Money. Just save money, you know?
Dude, give me Jeff Bezos, please.
Yes.
Like the dude, I don't think he cares about football. I know he attended a couple games during this year or whatnot, but like I don't think he gives a crap about football. But
yeah,
you know, look, a guy like that probably will put somebody in front of him saying, hey man, just like run this thing. This is your budget. Is essentially it's a blank check at that point. Get whoever you need and like make it happen.
I think at this point though, too, it'd be a conflict of interest for Jeff Bezos to get involved with the team.
Just because he owns also NFL rights too, right?
Because he now has Thursday Night Football, you know, that would be the problem. So
forget
about Bezos. We need Elon Musk, you know? He's like Teslas, Chargers.
Ooh.
All this.
I like it.
Come on now.
California's trying to be a charge-only type electric type state.
If he's willing to buy Twitter for $44 billion and bring that one down the drain, I think he can spend $1 billion for the Chargers and throw that one down the drain too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Harbaugh, he calls his own plays.
I don't know what he does in Michigan, but I'm sure he probably did.
Yeah.
What does that one say? Bolt Bros. There was like a big one right there. Yeah, Eddie.
May not want to hear this. But y'all know, unfortunately, Mark Charner got fired because he was not successful. Yes.
Yep.
Well, and also he and Alex
Alex Smith,
AJ
Smith. Yeah, not Alex Smith. Yeah. They didn't like each other.
Yeah.
So they
coach GM bad situation.
Yeah, they sided with AJ over him.
Well, that was the whole thing. I think it also happened with the Drew Brees, Philip Rivers situation. That's kind of what created a lot of the static too.
Yep.
They basically, you know, once again, I think AJ Smith went over his head and basically went and got, you know, Philip Rivers when he was Drew Brees was his guy. I mean, LT was kind of ticked off about that too, because I think he wanted to win a Super Bowl with Drew Brees. And that obviously didn't happen.
Yeah. You know, this is one of those games. I mean, what's really frustrating to me is we're in, you know, and I know this is what Brandon Staley's going to keep saying. Well, we're in every game. We're in every game. We don't get blown out, but we never win.
Dude,
it doesn't matter. You don't win.
It's about wins.
It's like that stupid comment in Fast and Furious. You can win by an inch or a mile, it's still a loss.
That's it, dude.
My point, dude.
What was that, Vin Diesel? Who
That's
said
Vin,
that?
that's Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel, baby.
He a dummy.
It's all about family, dude.
It's all
That's it.
It's all about the full family.
family, trust, respect.
Hey, man. And once again, man, I'm gonna give a shout out to the Thunder Alley, dude. It's actually expanded to 3 lanes,
Bro, for real,
Yeah.
dude.
It's tailgate
poppin',
never loses.
It's
guys.
always popping, dude.
That's even if you don't got tickets to the game,
Show up.
just go to SoFi, go to the pink lot, hang out there.
Yep.
It's a great time, guys.
Go to Let's Taco
Great
about it.
time, man.
Got some good tunes. Crank it up.
It's
That's
just a
what I
great
might be
time.
doing for the rest of the home games, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, like, I might not go into the stadium and watch at all because, I got better things to do.
We should sign a petition. We should do a petition. Spanos family, you gotta go. You guys are dummies.
Yep.
You guys are dummies.
And I've said this on our other live when I felt like when we were down in San Diego, and actually I've kind of followed some of the pages that are kind of like anti-Charger type, Facebook groups or whatnot. I think it really boils down to those San Diego fans to come back to the team when they get rid of Spanos.
Yeah.
And I think it's really stupid that they just basically completely have abandoned San Diego after leaving them. So,
Well, but sadly, I don't think the stupid Spanos family is going to do that.
I don't
but
think it's Spanos.
of course, they're selling a portion. The sister wants to sell.
Yeah, and that's
I'm
the
curious
only
what
thing.
that's going to play out.
Once
as,
again,
like,
man. Hey, is somebody in the chat? If you end up winning the Super Lotto or a Powerball or whatever it is, that 1.5 billion, I was really betting on trying to get a nice chunk of the Chargers, dude. I was betting. Let's just pool our money together as Charger fans. Let's see what we could get together and see what happens, man.
5-13 in the postseason. Oof, good God.
Oh, that was Marnie.
Yeah. Yep. Pretty bad.
That's
Yeah.
not good.
Yeah. Yeah. I doubt he will, but here's the thing, dude. It doesn't matter. He wants to win, right? At the end of the day, it sucks to lose, bro. Like it doesn't matter.
Win the game.
Yep. And that's just a problem, man. I mean, it's rough. It's rough. Let's hear your bold prediction. And a top 10 pick. Dude, we'll probably just screw it up anyways. We'll hire another Quentin Johnson or let's draft another Quentin Johnson.
Yeah.
The TCU, the whole TCU receiver like lineage has not been very good. And so that was one of my biggest concerns. Yeah. Marvin Harrison Jr.,
dude,
man,
so
I'd love to see that happen.
So
now he's probably going to end up going to the Cardinals. He's at this point, he's going to the Cardinals. I mean, or the Panthers.
Yeah, and again, I just really feel like the team needs to really evaluate everything. Like, guys, it's going to be a new training facility. They need to start fresh. They just need to. They need to find somebody. They need to figure something out. Yeah. I like our chances moving to Anaheim, like the LA Angels moved back to San Diego. Unfortunately, even Spanos.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Orange County's awesome.
Yeah.
I
always thought they were going to stay there. Like I thought they were going to move up just to Orange County and try to build something there. But
hey,
I mean,
but then if it moves to Anaheim,
blah 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 blah.
If it moves to Anaheim, then that would mean Disney would probably buy him. Buy the team. So then we have the woke Chargers.
Then we get the woke Chargers.
The
woke Chargers. By the way, who likes the Thunderbolts? They're freaking annoying. We got a stupid drum line. Absolutely aggravating.
Yeah, we talked about that with the Ravens fan on the way out. He's like,
they're like, hey, where's your cheerleaders?
Where's
Like, no, we got a stupid ass drum line, dude.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be crazy if they put to Steve Ballmer too. I mean, you obviously got and we were walking past the new Clippers stadium and
it looks pretty solid.
Dude, so sick. Like, hey man, I'm in. Let's let him be. I mean, the owner of the Rams? He's got like multiple sports teams that he's in ownership with. Yeah. So it's like, why not
have them both have owned both teams?
Yeah, I mean that would be sick. Like that would be super sick.
Or we could trade them.
And ironically, they're acronym or it's a LAC team too. Yeah, Los Angeles Chargers, Los Angeles Clippers. So
lack and lack.
Personally, I like to trade Derwin. I think this is why you need a wipe. Yeah, I mean, this is why. Look, I'm literally thinking you keep Mac, you keep Thule, you draft another edge rusher, you get more players, and you just wipe everyone out, dude. Like maybe keep Allen. I think Derwin's got to go, dude. He's played, guys. He has played awful. I mean, what 4 personal foul penalties already?
Yeah,
they're already looking at him, and Bosa is just can't stay healthy.
Yeah,
$30 million next year. Restructure Mac, keep Allen, trade Williams. Oh my God, dude.
And just to even talk about like these scenarios here, like Derwin in a first for JJ, like, yeah, JJ. So Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
So, like all these scenarios out there, like you need a GM that wants to do that. And Telesco ain't going to do that. Like
for sure.
He is a very, very cautious GM. Like he is not a wheeling dealer kind of guy. Like you go to, the GM for what's his dang name? The GM for the Niners. They was the safety for the Broncos years ago. Either which way, the GM for the Niners, like that guy's a wheeling dealer. He makes a lot of risky choices, but at the same side, he has a highly competitive team all the time because he does those moves. So it's all about making these, bold moves to be able to create better teams. And even to say that, AJ Smith did that too with the trade to be able to get Eli Manning to get to Rivers, to basically get Merriman, to get all these other different players or whatnot to build your team. You've got to be aggressive to be able to find a way to be able to get your team better. And we are just a timid team.
Yeah. Yeah. Brandon Staley's dead man walking, man. I mean, yeah, he's got the wrong juice. I don't know. I think it really boils down. I really think it boils down to whether or not Staley and Telesco are still here. I swear to God, if the Spanos family,
there you go.
If the Spanos family keeps Staley and Telesco for another year, I just would be like, they're not serious to win. They're not, no. And it would look really bad. It would look really bad for Herbert specifically.
Yep.
Hey, Shirley. Oh, hey, what's up? Let's be honest. I know Shirley here.
Yeah.
Telesco's Staley's last season offense is not clutch, especially the O-line.
Yeah.
The O-line's pretty bad.
I mean, it's just in general, this team's underperforming heavily. Like it's all around just a very underperforming base team. I feel like in the next 6 games, we're going to have these same conversations all around.
Yeah.
Like I just feel it's going to be the same thing.
Eating in the stands pissed me off for some reason. It's a little weird.
It was really weird.
Guy's getting $30 million a year. He's just sitting there.
Eating some Raisin Bran.
Got his feet up. Got eating some Raisin Bran.
Yeah. Why is he not on the sideline? Just at least just being like a little bit of a coach. Like,
right.
I don't know, man.
Quick question about this, though. It's like, so our offensive line is not doing super well.
Yeah.
Why don't we move Zion back to left guard and Salyer back to right guard?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter now.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the point of doing it now at this point? But yeah, at this point, it's like too late. Like what does it matter, dude?
Right.
Bill Belichick. I don't like the guy personally, but whatever. I mean, if he can bring a consistent
$20 million base team,
do you think the Spanos family is going to spend $20 million to get him?
Right. Man, I mean, they spent $500 million on the new facility. I don't know how much money they got. I mean, the thing is, Diaz Spanos has talked a lot about like the team's broke. The team don't got money. I mean, they did just spend $500 million on a new facility, but
yeah.
I mean, who was it? I think I have somebody on ESPN talking about just the idea of like the salary of a head coach and how it works. Like just alone, your TV-based contract's going to pay for whatever amount of coach you want to pay for.
Yep.
That's just a TV-based contract. Now you got to think of every other way and avenues that you make money on your team.
Right.
Like that money is like funny money. And it essentially should be funny money, but the Spanoses are basically just putting that in their pocket somewhere or another.
Well, just give you an example. The Raiders are paying what $80 million a year right now on head coaches.
$80 million over like of expired contracts of fired head coaches.
Yeah, fired head coaches. Yes, correct. But that's what I'm saying. But they're paying money now. And Jose, good to see you. It was awesome seeing you at SeaWorld as well. Good to have you on here.
Oh, that's man, right. Yeah. That was awesome.
That was cool, dude. Yeah. Well, I think that the truth is that like the team has a budget that's double what we see as for players' budgets.
Mm-hmm.
So that other half goes to like management and other like equipment fees, whatever other stuff like that, So they easily can pay a coach 10, 20 million a year. Like, but the Spanos family, they're probably collecting as a whole 150 million or maybe 200 million of all that stuff, just to them as a family. So
I mean, how many millions do you need to be happy? You have a multi-billion-dollar based company, or team. It's like invest a little bit more to make maybe your value of your company go up a little bit. Like spend money to make money, right? Like that's simple fact.
You got to have some brain to make a scene.
Somebody said that, I don't think that Les Spanos was really care. And like, sometimes you do go on pretty stale companies too. And they just kind of don't seem to care about their employees and how happy they are too.
Yeah.
And, I really do hope that they find a way to be able to at least hear us as fans, the ones that are paying you.
Yeah.
And just show that you care and you want to try to be able to get this team in the right direction. If you go with Jim Harbaugh, dude, buzz would be tremendous about this team. Right. You go with Bill Belichick, the buzz would be tremendous about this team. Just try for once. I personally will be kind of a little distraught if we end up going with a young gun type dude next year as a head coach. I don't know, man. I'm tired of that. We've had 3 of them now. Like, we got to find somebody who knows what the heck they're doing as a coach.
Yeah, Bill would bring a Josh McDickhead.
And that's the one that I would be like, in contingency, we don't want that dude. Yep. Like, we do not want that dude. Like,
well, I mean, he would give us inside information about the Raiders.
Yeah.
That is one thing. I mean, the one positive to having Bill Belichick, too, would be that he could replace Tom Telesco and Brandon Staley right away.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you want to clean sweep on both of those knuckleheads, there you go. Bill Belichick's the guy.
Good call, Shirley.
Yep.
Awesome, Michael. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Don't call me Shirley. Yeah. Airplane, great movie.
Yeah, dude, I watch that movie a little too often, man.
Yeah, that's good.
I love that movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, how do you feel about Dan Quinn, veteran head coach? Yeah, I like that. But again, it's a whole package, right? Like, so we would need like Ben Johnson, we would need Dan Quinn. I'm just saying, like, I just the package would have to be important, right?
I mean, you could do this if you want to have continuity. And my concern, and I'm going to feel like it's going to be an offensive-minded coach that's going to come in here.
Yeah.
Because they need to find consistency for Justin Herbert in an offense that he could just feel comfortable with versus constantly restarting. Like, I thought, like, for a second there, what if Kellen Moore could just be the head coach? You would go after Dan Quinn because they worked with each other with the Cowboys. You give him a assistant head coach position / DC. And you basically just kind of have that continuity of those guys together. I think that would be a really cool thing, but I just don't know if Dan Quinn's really just trying to find that leap to be able to be a defensive coordinator or a head coach on a team. I mean, right now you start hearing about Frank Wright possibly getting fired after one season with the Panthers. Would Dan Quinn go over there to try to be that defensive head coach there? I don't know, but I mean, the Bucs are another team that I think could have some shifting around there too. So I don't know.
I don't want Frank Wright, dude. I don't know why.
I'm not saying Frank Wright.
I don't know why we keep talking about him, dude. He just dude, come on.
He was good with Rivers. He had best years with Rivers as an OC.
But he's been horrible ever since, man. So Spanos need to get out of player personnel decisions. I don't know about the scouts, but interesting. Dan Quinn, Kyle Shanahan, but the thing about Dan Quinn, again, to your point, you could use, Kellen Moore if you want to continue. That's my point. Put him there. Figure out what's going on with him, dude. Like,
just let him.
Eric Bieniemy, man. Like, I mean,
Eric Bieniemy's, dude.
There's always going to be somebody they can go after. I kind of understand the concept of finding a good head coach cheap, but the problem is you got a quarterback that wants to win now. And it ain't going to work if you're just fiddle dicking around with just stupidity especially on the defensive side. It's unbelievable.
And Eric Bieniemy essentially would be just kind of a rookie head coach once again.
But yes, he would be.
The bigger side of it is that he does have an insight on the Chiefs.
Right.
You kind of have that to work with,
Sac State.
So
so that's that would be the only rookie head coach that
I would be
probably
happy with.
a little bit more happy with right now.
Mhm.
But he is also older. He's been in the league for a
A
very
long
long time. And so that would be a very definite plus for me as well. So yeah,
I think so. I think he would to be a head coach for sure. And again, a lot of people like Riverboat Ron. I don't know about Riverboat Ron. You know,
I think he's going to get let go. And once again, Ron Rivera could be another one of those guys that could end up coming to the Chargers, who was a linebacker coach for the Chargers. And he could become a defensive coordinator for the Chargers. Yep. So, I mean, I've been a fan of a lot of his defenses.
See, but I also think that, again, we probably need to I think we need to definitely wipe out Telesco. Clean slate, new building, clean slate.
Yep.
Again, I think anything can work out with Bieniemy. Who knows? You never know.
Yeah.
But again, what I want to see is some consistency for Herbert. I mean, to me, if Herbert's our guy, which we would be moronic if hey, let's trade him off or whatever. I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah.
You know, of course, we'd probably trade him off for 2 first-round picks, maybe a first, second, and third, or whatever. I don't even know what we would get for him. More Harbaugh. I don't want anyone else. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, Zay Flowers again. Again, the whole point is he's got a small body. I get it. You know, that's a bit.
He was yoked. He was a yoked dude.
Yeah.
I remember seeing.
He put on weight. He put on weight.
Yeah, he was straight up, dude. He was taking that creatine, man. He was killing him.
He's taking that creatine.
Yep. Yeah. And he got 2 touchdowns tonight, folks.
2 touchies.
2 touchies. How many cute Quentin Johnson get all year?
Yeah.
1.
At 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
A 17-year-old senior high schooler could at least coach Staley. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, guys, it's not that difficult. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's obviously difficult. Yeah. And by the way, that was ridiculous. Actually, I liked him. I like Cliff Kingsbury. I don't think he was the problem. I think it was Kyler Murray. I think he's horrible.
Yeah.
Well, there's some discussions around that, right? They like the big bodies. You look at everybody they're bringing in, everyone that the Chargers are bringing in, period. Yeah. They're all big bodies. Fehoko, big. Well, Alex Erickson isn't one. Guyton's not another one. And then Darius Davis. But then, normally Palmer's like, what, 6'1"?
Yeah.
Or
6'2",
he's like 6 foot. So, yeah. And again, it's they like big bodies, right? And I understand that. Makes sense. But you also got to catch a damn football, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, come on, dude.
And the one big reason why that they also picked him up too, because he led, I think, college football. It was one of the top receivers for yards after catch.
Yeah,
he has very quick feet after catching the ball, and he's able to kind of elude away from the cornerback or whoever's trying to tackle him or whatnot. So I think that's kind of one of the big things that he had in mind with that. Right now it's not working.
Yeah,
for sure.
Not. I think so. And he's going to walk, right? This is his last year, right? So Eckler's going to walk. I think we can trade Williams. And we could probably trade away. I think Derwin James has got it. He's had a god awful. And really, last year he wasn't that good either, guys. Like he wasn't good last year. He was.
Yeah.
I mean,
some of the best games that we had.
He wasn't, man. And so
he was not on the team. Yeah.
So I mean, Williams is gone. Bosa's gone. Let's just trade him for a 5th or 6th or whatever we can get. Who knows? Clean up a little bit of the books, maybe go out and get a couple guys. Man. Yeah. QJ looks like Tarzan, but plays like Jane. That's exactly right, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ryan Leaf 2.0 here.
It's just bad, dude, But here's the thing. Again, he is a younger player. He's struggling with his confidence.
Yeah.
And I get it. Feed him. But like, come on, guys. Yes. Oh, by the way, dude, we were just talking about the linebacker room. Drew Tranquil is leading tackler for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And like, oh my God, are you serious? Like he's
and he went out for like peanuts too. Like it was like a
$3 million
$3 million
1 year, by the way.
1 year? Yeah, something like that.
And then we let Nwosu walk.
Yeah.
We've let a lot of good talent walk. It is a little strange to me how often we've been doing that, guys. Are you saying you like the idea of Cliff Kingsbury coaching the Chargers? No. I said I liked him at the I liked him in Arizona. I don't think he was the major problem. Yeah, I think Kyler Murray is the problem.
Kyler
I mean,
Murray's
that's
definitely a
my
problem,
point.
yeah.
I think it's Kyler Murray.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's probably like doped out on opium and stuff like that in Thailand right now. So
yeah, you can't feed them when they don't eat.
I
right?
think Kingsbury's back with like USC on some level,
Okay.
on the offensive side.
Yep.
Oh, well, that would be a very Spanos thing. Just hire local. So
yeah.
So we'll just find someone around here.
Or they get Chip Kelly or something like that.
Yeah,
Chip Kelly.
Oh no, not again. He's back.
We suck again.
Oh no, we suck again.
We got a bunch of shorts coming out, guys.
Yeah.
Emotional damage is coming for sure. I got to go. Peace out. Good to see you, Daryl. Good to see you. Good.
Peace,
Dude, thanks
Daryl.
for joining. I know it's a late show.
Yeah,
We're getting over an hour now, actually.
Probably gonna wrap it up here in a minute too.
Yeah. Wrap it up. Wrap it up, B.
There we go. Yep.
Yeah, man. And really, bottom line, man, this is just about us just chatting with you guys. Like, we didn't really do much slides or anything today just because we want to hear from you guys more than anything.
Yep, for sure.
And, it's a therapy session just as much for us. And, I don't know if you guys want to go into like last thoughts or anything, but we're a bit over an hour on what are we at? Like, it's 11:30 right now?
Yeah, 11:30. Ooh, 11:30.
Yeah, it's getting late. So, I could just kind of say one thing. Like, at this point, guys, I'm just looking at the team to just try to stay healthy. I'm just looking at this team to say, like, hey, where could we see positives within this team?
Yep.
I'm just seeing this team where who's going to be here next year. Yeah. Like, at this point, like, once again, guys, like we talked with William from Bolt City, by the way, and shout out to these beanies, by the way.
Yeah.
We were basically just like, hey, let's just not even go back to Thunder Alley. Let's go back to the car and get out of here. We're done. And he came running up to us. He's like, well, bros, like, and he just wanted to chat with us. And he's like, hey, man, like, a lot of people out there saying the season's done, but like, guys, we still got games to play. You still could go 10-7, and like, true, it's possible,
right?
I mean, but it's on the same side. We just see the product on the field, and it's not working.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm just looking at it as like, what are we going to look at for the rest of the season? What positives can we see? Where can we see growth from it? Like, I'm really hoping to see Quentin Johnston get some growth. And I'm really, really hoping to be able to see that maybe he's going to start catching fire and start having a little rhythm. Maybe he's going to have a little bit less pressure on him.
Yeah.
But it's just more about looking at all the players on the field at this point. So, I'm really just looking forward to be able to just see how this team could kind of grow with maybe a little bit less pressure on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle, you want to go?
Well, I mean, I'll just keep mine short. Like, I really just I want to be hopeful for the rest of the season. But I mean, I can see us going at best 9-8, because I can see that we're probably going to lose. There's going to be other teams that are going to be hungry for the playoff spots more than us. And that's kind of why I'm like, well, I just don't feel it, like that. I did really want to kind of be there with William with Bolt City. Yeah. To say that, we can go 10-7 or whatever. But it's like, man, like, dude, we've been Chargers fans our whole lives. Yeah. We've been down this rabbit hole. We've been through enough. We kind of know when our team is just like throwing in the towel at this point, So, I mean, there's people are saying here is like, hey, unless I hear Staley's fired like Monday morning, I'm not gonna watch anything else. And like that's, I mean, I'm almost at that point, but like, hey man, the show must go on for sure. Like we're gonna keep doing this for sure, and keep giving you guys an opportunity to vent. And we'll just keep talking their shit.
Yeah, and I'll tell you this, guys, it is hard for us to come out here sometimes and talk. After such an emotional situation, right? Emotional damage, but it is good, right? At least we're, getting through it. It's pretty rough, man. And by the way, that was amazing. That Cromartie,
that was insane.
Antonio's so sick, dude.
Antonio Cromartie, man, that was like that was like 4 picks that he count and Peyton Manning. That was like a Monday night game or Sunday night game or something. That was insane.
That dude was on fire that game.
100%.
That was unbelievable.
I'm gonna do a video, guys, on how to fix the defense. I kind of want to talk about that a little bit. Yeah. I'll give you the notes right now. We got to blitz a little more, right? Pretty simple. Yeah. But again, it's just I think you're right, man. I think personally, let Eckler walk, trade Williams, trade Bosa, trade DJ. get what you can, and rebuild, go young.
Yep.
And get a new head coach and get a new and then get a new GM and just clean slate, dude. I think at this point you keep the bare bones of people you have to keep, and then go from there.
Yep.
That's it. And again, as often as I want to give excuses for these things, Brandon Staley, 30th ranked defense the entire time he's been a head coach, a defensive guru. My right ass cheek.
Yeah.
my right ass cheek. I'm not joking.
You guys both said that at the same time.
I said he said my ass. I said my right ass cheek.
Nope.
He went the whole thing.
Yeah,
the whole thing
for me. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. My whole ass. Andy's right. James is left.
Yeah. That's right.
but again, it's time, man. Like it's time for
Put up a graphic there. Two asses.
Two asses. Yeah, there we go. But again, stay ready. It's exactly right. We do have the right personnel to blitz, and it's weird because at the beginning of the season we were doing very nice little stunts. We're not seeing that anymore. We're not doing any of those things anymore. It's just really odd. It's like, why are we? I don't know. It's weird. It's very strange to me.
Very strange.
Yeah. There's just there's a lot to unpack, folks. We're gonna have a lot of shorts for you. We're gonna do a bunch of stuff. So again, it's
So I feel like, for the fans moving forward, action steps, we got to just lower our expectations for the rest of the season.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
If we make it to the playoffs, then great. But at this point, hey, just go have fun.
Yeah.
It's kind of like dating, right? You want a 10, you want to marry a 10.
Yeah.
But we'll take a 5 or a 6 occasionally. You just don't want your buddies to see you with them, right? You know what I'm saying? It's just got you got to kind of okay, just whatever, dude.
Yeah. I'll take what I can get for a minute.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, but again, Dennis, I think you're right. I think we do need to get the culture change, right? And it starts with the ownership. The ownership needs to bring a whole new way of thinking. The thing is, Brandon Staley's a very likable guy.
Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah. There you go. And the lights are off, and a bag over their head.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. But my point is, guys, like at the end of the day, look, I just think at this point, Brandon Staley's a liked enough person, and Telesco's such a liked enough person that you got to just wipe it out. Yeah. And no, you cannot fire owner. They're an owner.
Yeah. They own the team.
They own the team.
They own the team,
right?
And the Spanoses are very reliant on the Chargers. Like that's the most maddening part of this whole thing.
Right.
They do have a construction-based business in Northern California, but it's not necessarily the bread and butter as a company. That Chargers is the bread and butter to that family.
Yep.
Which is kind of wild. And I know they're Greek too, but when I was in Greece last year, I remember seeing some Spanos-based name companies out there, and I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy to see. But I'm sure that they're relatives in some level to the Spanoses.
Yep. Yeah. And this that screenplay was kind of ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, it's look, we'll unpack a lot of that. There's a lot. 2 4th-round picks for Spanos.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, I'll take a tray of tamales or something, dude.
I'll take a charcuterie board for them.
Charcuterie. Hey, you don't knock charcuterie boards.
Yeah, man.
Boards are awesome.
I know. Those are awesome. That's why.
Yeah.
Well, guys, okay. We appreciate you. Definitely, we appreciate you, and thanks for hopping on with us. And
the therapy session here.
Therapy session for sure. So
we'll be here. We'll still be doing videos, guys, all throughout. So don't worry about it. We'll still be getting content out there. So we love hearing from you guys. Really appreciate it. Once again, like the video here, guys. Subscribe to the channel. We always appreciate the support and the love and everything. We love seeing you guys even at the stadium too and saying what up. So
we appreciate you.
So appreciate you guys, man.
Awesome.
Okay,
Bolt Bros.
Bolt Bros.
Let's go.
Yeah.